107 News.
We are in the town centre. This is the coverage I'm slightly late for of the, I would say, pro-Palestine situation. The demonstration in the centre of town. I'm just going to be uploading this to YouTube as it is to save the editing on the slower computer I've got now. Boycott apartheid Israel, stop the slaughter in Gaza and boycott Israeli goods. In fact, I have to hold this up. To shout that killing kids is wrong shows me that humanity has failed. The demonstration in Liverpool has been outside BBC Radio Merseyside, and that's the reason for this. Just as I was talking about that British bullshit corporation. Now, could I ask why is it that you think the BBC is not doing enough to portray what is happening in Palestine?
They're not getting the full story across, really, are they? They're just saying...
They're just copying Israeli propaganda.
And they're just saying oh yeah, terrorists are attacking Israel, but they're not. It's Israel attacking Palestine. And
there have been a lot more Palestinian deaths compared to the deaths of Israeli soldiers.
Israeli deaths. That's the thing. There's barely been any. And they're not happy to wipe them out.
That's right.
They want that land, and you got American funding them. What can Palestine do? If he was getting taken over, would we stand by and do nothing, or would we fight back at people? Especially if they're shelling them. What can they do? They've got no food. They're getting... It's basically open air prison.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of innocent, ordinary people just living their lives.
Imagine rockets coming down, hitting now, right? What on earth would you do? You know what I mean?
I'd probably use my return ticket, but the bus wouldn't be running.
Well, they can't get out. They're all walled in.
That's right, yeah.
So where to go? The tunnels are there to try and get in and out. They won't let them, and they're just keep encroaching them. And I mean, how do you justify kids playing football on the beach?
So how should the BBC adjust its situation, its coverage? Do you think in comparison to what they're doing now?
Well, I suppose just tell the truth about what's going on. They know what's going on, and they're prepared to say that, make out that Palestine and this Hamas, which is their elected party, is this terrorist organisation, and all they're doing is trying to fight off the genocide that's going on.
And that's it, yeah. Well, that's it.
That's pretty much it.
Well, thanks for speaking to 107 News. We'll just, this is called 107 News, Palestine's solidarity with Palestine. Ah yes. Well, even the way they probably got solidarity. Yeah, that's a form of news. Yeah.
Are you on the news?
Yeah, it's a sort of news we're doing as live coverage about the situation in Palestine. And that's given us a great overview. As we're now slightly behind the protest, we can sort of see a good overview of the list. I did read a statistic which was that it was approximately 1,200 people from Palestine have died in this recent thing that's blared up recently, compared to the deaths of about They say it was about, the last time I read, 48 Israeli soldiers. Of course, that's soldiers as well, even though everyone's human. Which is giving strength to some of these feelings here. So here we go, let's have a look what this says here. The campaign has also focused around companies that are involved with the Israeli regime as well. So allegedly, according to this, we saw a list last week. We've got with M&S on it, Tesco, L'Oreal there, Starbucks Coffee, who were in trouble for not paying corporate tax, and Nestle, who's the controversial thing with Nestle was on an unrelated matter. The CEO has said that water ought to be monetised or something to that effect, that water could be a commodity. So there you go. Interesting. And that's some £10 notes with blood smeared on them. As you can see, we fell a little bit behind the demonstration now. We got a bit of an overview. Oh yes, we're starting to walk a bit faster. So as live coverage going up later onto YouTube 107 News, there's an alternative to Bambuza now. We've stopped at Barclays Bank. Try and go in now. I'm going to try myself.
Israel is a terrorist state.
briefly took lots of the reaction of the staff inside. They didn't really want it. They said they didn't want cameras. They never do really. And of course cameras are the equivalent of crime.
Barclays is the single biggest investor in terms of British banks within the Israeli armaments industry. So we need to make it clear that that record we intend to attack constantly. We
protest is ongoing right now. Elections to right behind. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. We're not allowed to film, of course it's still going ahead anyway.
Can you take it outside for us, or you will be locked up for filming?
How are we going to be locked up for filming?
Filming, there's kids around as well. You're not allowed to film.
It is not illegal to record children.
Not when there's children hanging around. Child Protection Act. It's child protection. You're not allowed to film.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, was that?
It's a child protection act. You're not allowed to film when there's children.
Is that not CCTV?
You're not allowed to film when there's children around.
You are allowed to do that.
No, we've got consent from the parents for these children.
We don't know about that.
No, I
That's
do.
not actually. Of course, you're listening to us live coverage. That's not actually true. You can actually film anything.
Yeah, of course.
Security staff, can you turn your camera on, please, sir?
Okay, well,
Okay, can you leave now, please?
as you can see, it's not been turned off. But there you go. That's the Palestine coverage.
You're not allowed to when there's kids around.
It's not.
Is you okay to leave now? Thank you.
Yeah, not personal.
If you leave now, that'd be great. If you leave, that'd be great.
Ironically, I just have Barclays for my account, though, which you probably don't like to hear. What's that? What's that? Oh, it's just, you know, I don't like filming and all that. But, so there you go. That's been, there must be a connection. I wonder if we could speak to someone about what the connection with Barclays is. Exactly. Actually, would you, if I face this forward, would you be able to tell us on the House Live coverage I've decided to do about what the connection with Barclays is with Palestine? Do you believe?
I could briefly give you a rundown of it. Yeah. It's the fact that they say that they're the biggest investors of any British bank in Israel, and there's a firm called Elbit who's been supplying these drones. You see these things here?
Yes.
Right. They are actually financing the drones that are being used to kill people in Palestine.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not very nice, and we've gone in there to suggest it's not very nice. And all they can tell us is that we shouldn't film in there because of child protection reasons.
Well, that doesn't sound right. Because
we're concerned with child protection, the children that are being bombed.
Well, of course, yeah. Obviously, there's been over 1,200 casualties in, you know, real human lives in Palestine.
Just 100 last night.
Just because it's a bit like this City Street now. If you can imagine, there's rockets coming down, or you know, you're getting buildings collapse. You're in a building and it gets hit, and just ordinary people living their lives die. So of course, this is a very
serious. People wanting to live in their own country without being hassled.
So of course,
they're bombing on them.
So there is very strong feeling around the world, you know, with that.
Slightly more strong feeling in this city.
Yeah. So. Also on the, I'm kind of sceptical about the idea that I think you are allowed to film and take photographs in public. So I wonder why people seem to think that because of the climate, that if children get on it, that's it.
Yeah, well, because
there's no actual law, is there?
No, that's a tabloid thing, I'm sure.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's nonsense. But in actual fact, they have the right to tell you not to film in a private place
such as that.
But it's quite complicated because you do have to still suggest that people are being, importuned or whatever.
Well, it's a sort of quasi. I've made up the word really. A quasi-public place. It's a private place intended for the public.
Yeah.
So that puts it in the same category as shopping centres and other forms of private land. And then, I'm not sure. Well, it's moving through town. We've missed the BBC Radio Merseyside protest, but I interviewed someone about the BBC.
They got on their bulletin.
Oh right, well that's good.
I think. and they're actually quoting 300 people.
Right, so it's good. I mean, do you think it was because you were outside that really caused that bulletin?
Well, I did speak to the news desk and asked them, I made the point that I know they don't have many reporters in this kind of cut, but it wouldn't be very expensive to send a reporter just outside their doors.
Yeah.
She said, well, I'm the only one in today apart from the presenter, but I'll pass that on.
Yeah, because it's not even the sport at the moment, usually into a Saturday, is it? No. Just the first Saturday of August, this is.
Yeah, but there is a live news bulletin, so that is what we actually thought. So quite glad about that, because last time they didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
And they used the argument they didn't know it was on. So I said, made an ironical remark. I said, just in case you hadn't noticed, there is a fairly massive demonstration outside. And he said, oh yes, we have noticed, we can see you in our cameras.
Yeah. So here it is, progressing into Liverpool 1 now. Which is, we could go up there, we could quickly pop up there and have a look. That's the quickest way to go upstairs. We're just getting an overview from up here. Levels. Right, so we've fallen out of the group, just covering it really, with Liverpool 1. Some cops with them for the first time in the shopping centre. I went into Barclays myself when they went in. It was interesting.
Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine.
Al-Aqsa is the main Palestinian channel as well. I just tuned into that on multi-sat, but it was very hard to receive it.
I'm a personal to engage.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8. Occupation terrorist states. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state.
Nice, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. We are all Palestinians. We are all Palestinians.
Join the procession now. They were picked up in Liverpool 1, just there, the shopping centre. I'm right near them myself now. It's on the right. Of course, I've been dropping in and out to cover it from various angles, so there you go. They're a bit like what happened in Barclays. You could see, even though you have got the right to film, at least on the public street. It gets a bit hazy in private places that are sort of open to the public, like shops, shopping centres and such. But there was certainly the strength in numbers before. I'm just going to get a slight overview now, going this way.
Palestine!
going to get it from the front by going ahead.
Palestine will be free. We will never let you go. We will never let you go.
Walk in front now. This is just an ordinary city. The weekend after the Giants caused loads and loads of people to come, and even the bus routes to be changed and the tunnels to Birkenhead to be shut. It's an ordinary weekend now, except for this. But this is quite ordinary in Liverpool, of course. So this is what it looks like from the front. Let's walk backwards. That's what it looks like from the front. You can see everyone now. Very bizarre, just walking backwards like this. See at the back, see what some of the things say. They're catching up because I can't walk backwards too fast. Stop killing people, you fuckers, is one of the signs, actually, on the occupation of Palestine. British bullcrap because of the BBC's perhaps perceived flying in Israel. It's difficult for and I'm walking backwards, by the way, I'm walking backwards. I've got eyes in the back of my head.
1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation now more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. Free, free. Palestine. Free, free. Palestine. Free, free. Palestine. Why are you shopping? Bombs are dropping. Why are you shopping? Bombs are dropping. Martin Spencer, shame on you. Martin Spencer, shame on you. Martin Spencer, shame on you. Occupation now more.
Stop here.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
You can see us, quite a few police are lining up at the front of Marks and Spencer's. Because Barclays had this march go inside. They seem to be preventing the same happening at Marks and Spencer's because at that time police hadn't joined the march until the march went into Liverpool One shopping centre.
£250 million worth of Israeli produce every year. That is crucial finance for the Israeli economy. It is part of a financial lifeline that is passed by big corporate interests in Britain as much as in the United States towards Israel. Barclays Bank is another case in point. But Marks and Spencer is by far and away the largest seller of Israeli produce in Britain. Every pound that goes back to the Israeli economy, 5 to 10% will go into purchases for the Israeli military. The bombs that have been dropped on Gaza, the bulldozers that have been used to destroy homes, they are paid for in part by the produce that Israel is able to sell through Marks and Spencer. We say boycott Marks and Spencer billion each year into Israeli coffers is crucial to the survival of the Israeli economy. Listen to the people of Palestine. Free, free
Palestine!
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 Free, free
Palestine! Palestine!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
Free, free
Palestine!
Free, free
Palestine!
Free, free
Palestine!
Free,
Front there. They're all lined up against the entrances, the security guards and police. There'll be somebody there with a megaphone. It's got to be looks like it could be like 12 or something. Dedication death.
Marks and Spencer, shame on you! 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 Marks and Spencer, shame on you!
This is the Marine. Just heard that.
Shame on you!
I also think it's possible to have
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Marks and Spencer, shame on you! Marks and Spencer, shame on you! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! While you're shopping! Bombs are dropping! While you're shopping! Bombs are dropping! While you're buying! Children dying! While you're buying! Children dying! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Free, free! Palestine! 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 Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Occupation no more! Israel is a terrorist state! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! We are all Palestinians! We are all Palestinians! Free Palestine! Free, 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 free Palestine!
Get an overview.
Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Free, free!
Who the fuck is Gaza? That's one comment. Someone just said, realise it's Palestine territory, Palestine land within the Swiss of Israel. West Bank, I think. Even I myself get confused with sometimes. Fairly complicated situation, but it's quite simple, really. One of two. Land. Church Street, yeah, is the main street through Liverpool. Really with the shops on like this, leads up to Bold Street at one end, Lord Street down there. This afternoon we've had Barclays have been targeted, where the march went right inside. With Marks and Spencer though, that's not proving possible because there are police and security guards guarding the doors, as you can see quite easily there in their high-vis jackets. It's drawn quite a crowd, although this is the weekend after the Giants. There's not quite as many people in town, but there was a Palestine protest last weekend as well, on the same time this Saturday roughly. I'm going to try and get a bit further in, which could be the famous last words.
We don't even show this. Yeah.
What might help is really to start talking about a few facts. And one of the most stark bombs that I've got is that 1,200 people or so are said to have died in this most recent spark of the conflict. It's been going on starting around July 2014, of course. Now that number 1,200 is a lot. But apparently it is contrasted, according to what I've read, by about 48 deaths of Israeli soldiers. So that is a lot. That shows how uneven the conflict is and why there's such strength of feeling. And of course, the 1,200 people are just ordinary people rather than members of Hamas. People in the streets, people who live in buildings that are targeted or hit. So the easiest way to relate to it would be that you're standing in the city centre today and all of a sudden a bomb went off or shelling hit a building you were in, and you just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. That really explains the death of many Palestinians. Not able to live their lives. Sometimes whole families wiped out because they're in the wrong building at the wrong time. And that building shouldn't be the wrong building because it's where they live. We go sort of moving on from there, but we won't yet because there's a couple of people still there. But as you can see, this is how it recovers, comes back. You'll probably find it strange. Shoppers now coming out. And then there's still John, someone called, whose first name is John, but it's an alias anyway, who's alerting people about the situation. There you go, there's somebody looking behind me. What's going on there? I'm still standing there. So, yeah. I might ask him next about the Marks and Spencer's involvement, exactly why. You are again, yeah. Maybe stragglers left now. No, I just wondered before I go off and follow them, what you know about Marks and Spencer's involvement in the Israeli regime.
That they are one of, if not the most heavily investing in Israel. They're certainly in top class, and they have changed their policy a little bit recently, but they're still making billions out of Israel and for the whole war machine and all the rest of it. And for the details, I've talked to somebody I haven't called, I don't know.
Yep, there we are. What's going on today? Yeah.
It's not just the selling of grapefruit and stuff like that, you know, it's generally the fact they have stores all over the world and are enmeshed with the whole trade arrangements with Israel, which are worth billions of pounds basically.
Right, yes, obviously we'll be slow to pull out with that. Okay, I'm just going to go and find out now.
Where have we gone next? Yep.
Yeah, just obviously up the street somewhere. What's the? I should know this, really. I know what the Palestine flag looks like now.
It's the
black
horizontal tricolour with the red little arrow in the middle.
Yeah, that one that's far ahead there.
There you are.
There you go. That's it. That's the Palestine colours.
Yep.
But there was another flag being shown that wasn't not the red and black one for the
you mean
the anarchists.
The one, the vertical.
Yeah.
Red, sorry, black, green, and orange. That's the Irish tricolour.
Oh, that's Ireland. Yes, I thought it was.
We had one of these militant Protestants objecting. He said he didn't mind the Palestine flag, but he objected to the Irish flag.
Well, I know the Ireland flag well, but I think when I saw it there, I thought it's got to be something else, and so I didn't associate with it.
No, that's it, I'm afraid. And,
but it actually was just the Irish flag.
And I said, well, any objection to Irish people being involved? Well, you know why that's it. It's just to cause trouble. He's obviously caused trouble in his mind, you know.
Right, yeah. That's good. I suppose any solidarity is actually good, but there may be agendas, I suppose, in some cases. God, the Liverpool Football Club's got a flag there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one policeman's comment I just overheard was most of them are English.
There was an issue the other day, apparently, in one of the tabloids about somebody wearing a Help for Heroes wristband. Oh, he's a cricketer, I think.
Yeah.
And that was regarded as okay. But somebody had one saying Free Gaza, and that was regarded as political.
By who?
Unacceptable by the cricket, people in charge of the cricket rules and regulations, whatever.
Well, I suppose it's because they were on the wrong side, it sounds, because Help for Heroes is the British Army.
That implies that you can't believe that Gaza needs to be helped on a humanitarian basis, as distinct from joining a party or something.
Yes, I suppose that's, it's true that this huge ordinary people's lives are just disrupted completely, like they have been in Syria, and it's you don't have to look at the whole situation just to get that. You just need to see that that's happening.
I would have thought not.
So
you had a woman at Asda who was doing a broadcast from the speaker band yesterday, and this woman came out of Asda and yelled at us. There's two sides to every story. We said, yeah, but we're only getting one at the moment. We're just trying to redress the balance like this.
That's quite a good retort, yes. So that's what the BBC have been accused of then, that only providing one. Is that really true, that they're only providing one side of the story?
I think it's been true in the past. I think they've actually got their act together a bit, because I watch the BBC. I don't normally watch it much, but I watch it just to see, and in actual fact it wasn't, they did actually give a fair coverage to the atrocities in Palestine and how it's affected ordinary people. But Jon Snow's been in trouble on Channel 4 News, because he's supposed to be taking the other side, supporting Palestine, and he wasn't allowed to broadcast it on Channel 4. It went out on YouTube, but it was never actually broadcast.
Very disappointing when Channel 4 is kind of an alternative channel, supposedly.
It used to be good, didn't it? But they've lost their nerve now completely. I think they're afraid of being privatised.
But the problem is, what they're afraid of being privatised is that they'll lose their voice, that they'll lose their edge.
Yeah.
But in being afraid of it, they've already lost that.
Yes.
So that is an irony. They might as well.
Yeah.
They might as well be that sort of broadcasters not afraid to take risks right now.
They will lose respect for having done that.
I just find it sad, really, in that way. But the thing is, we've all got the internet now. So it's going up Bold Street. This might be the last part of it, I guess. Go back to the bombed up church.
Yeah, I think so. I can't keep it. I can't catch it. I didn't think already.
Sorry.
I'm allergic to fragrance.
Here we are anyway. More. Bold Street, it's known for protests up here. Bombed out church at the top. It's known for time slips as well, which you can't experience just because you want to. Apparently several people have got stories where they fell into a time slip. You can just tell one of them now, which was that there is, or there was a bookshop. I think it's closed again, hasn't it? The Waterstones bookshop down there.
That's right.
And somebody said that they went to go in the bookshop and then they were in a clothes store or something. So I haven't got much money at the moment, as bad as it is to admit on camera. So I can't
be talking.
Didn't. It's a lot cheaper just to, well, it's not cheap really, but so somebody thought they went into a clothes store, started looking around, noticed that everything was old-fashioned, and then they sort of noticed an eerie stillness, and as if they couldn't really hear what was going on in the environment, which is actually common in time slips. And when they went back outside again, they sort of came back, everything came back, and they looked behind them. What the store they had been in, the clothes store, was actually now Waterstones. Right. It's been in a previous era, perhaps.
Oh, right.
That's very well told, isn't it? Not really. Somebody else thought they saw their grandma in the train station down there, Liverpool Central. But they saw their grandma ahead in the crowd. And they tried to run to catch up because the grandma was actually dead. But it really looked like their grandma, so they really tried their best to run to them. Well, you know what's happening already. They tried to fight the crowds, but no matter how far they got, it was always just ahead, around the corners of the train station, in those underground parts where it's hard to get around them. It's going to collapse now. Now people are clapping this. The long and short of it is that he never managed to catch up with her, and he thought that she managed to get much further ahead than she would if for her age, because he wasn't able to catch her even though he ran through the crowd, even though, and she didn't seem to be running, he just couldn't do it and she went out of sight. But that was remarkable for an old woman. And that happened in Bold Street. That's one of about several stories, so you can have a look online. Just type in Google Bold Street time slips. There's the socialist bookshop, Views from Nowhere. Looks like it's going to be leading up to the Bondat Church.
There's Mandy, who runs the Views from Nowhere.
Really?
Here in the green.
Oh, right. No, it was her.
Yep.
It's a very expensive car there, and there. Got some... Well, when I woke up quite late, I thought we might miss it entirely, but we didn't. So we didn't in the end.
What time did you get here?
About 1:45.
Alright.
I missed the market that I usually go to. I'm trying to save a bit of money, but you know, it's another tenner now. So it's just... The reason why is I got like 300 paid in or something, and then when I got it paid in, I actually only had 30 left in my account, so in other words, I must have been that overdrawn.